Created multiple. Fuck. I created multiple events, so I'm not sure if I am live. Let's wait a bit to see. Let me see if the stream triggers. Pull my devil trigger, man. Oh man, I'm a bit tired. Oh, Jesus. I guess I overworked a bit. Well, the stream hasn't started yet, so I think this is the incorrect one. Let me check. Pretty sure that I started the other stream. Let's see. No. Oh, there we go. We are live, right? So this is the correct stream. I think so. We need some lights here. We need some light. We need some light in my face. So guys, we are back on the track, back for more Talos Priciple 2. So, the expansion is called Road to Elysium. I really like the works. I think it's called Team Crowbar, the developers of Talos Principle 2, right? I really like them. I really like their games. Actually, they have another kind of game called Serious Sam. I never played it, but I might buy it, you know, because I really like to support developers that know what they're doing. And Talos Principle 2 and Talos Principle 1 also are such an amazing game. I mean, they could try to expand a bit more the lore, maybe on this DLC, we shall see, but they have built such a nice universe, you know? And it really makes you wonder what more surprises lies within this universe of Talos Principle. As you currently know, the game at the end, and spoiler alert, the game at the end kinda teased you that there could be a trilogy and the third game would be on space. That was a good indicator. Talos Principle on space. Now that's the thing. Alright guys, so let's start the DLC. We still are in time. We still have 7 minutes. I started the stream a bit soon because I was already sit up and I wanted to speak a bit. But first of all, let me see how is my cat. So give me a moment. I need to keep monitoring him. 1 sec. Alright, he's fine. Alright guys, so let's begin our adventure again in Talos Principle. You already know how this game is. So, well... So we have new stuff here. Orpheus Ascending, Isle of the Blast, and Into the Abyss. I don't like that name. So, I believe we are gonna start from left to right, right? Take your brain for a ride through the laser grid and explore the philosophy of love, death, and resurrection with Hypatia, and Sarabai. Maybe those are another robots. The classic laser mechanics of the series are pushed to the limit in unexpected ways, testing your ability to think differently. Alright, we shall begin with this one. Empty slot. So it's like 3 different chapters. I kind of like this background. A desert. Seems promising. But where's the cutscenes? Are we gonna get cutscenes to understand what is going on? Or it's just pure gameplay? Ah, no worries, man. Let's just keep moving. If a thing loves, it is infinite. William Blake. You know, I kind of like the philosophy. Well, there's the mega structure. So we are having cutscenes. That's good. We saved Byron and Alexa from the megastructure. Oh, they are working there now. They made the city there. I wonder which robot we are gonna play with.
Alright, I think that's it. The new body's ready for the transfer. How's the reassembly algorithm?
Done.
Well then, somebody just needs to go in there and disentangle the data. Ah, and here comes our expert.
1000? Is it him?
Thank you for agreeing to this, 1K. Perhaps together we can right an old wrong. When I was lost in my own grief, I spent a lot of time thinking about Hypatia and Cerebi. How they found each other, how they lost each other, and how beautiful it would be if we could reunite them. For the longest time, it was only a daydream, but not anymore. In the myth of Orpheus, the ancient bard descends into the underworld to bring back his beloved wife, who died in a tragic accident.
Oh.
With the power of his music, he convinces Hades and Persephone to free her. But he is told that she must walk behind him, and he must not look back at her until they have left the underworld. And so, of course, in every version of the myth, he looks back. Because he doesn't trust the gods, or because he is an imperfect man, or because he simply forgets. And death is triumphant once again.
So it's the virtual
We've accepted
world.
that triumph for a long time, because we had to, because what else could we do? But the world changes, and we are not the frightened, powerless creatures we once were. Perhaps it's time to say enough, and let Orpheus complete his ascent.
Alright, so we are going to the virtual world. Kind of like in the Matrix, imagine that. But this is, yeah, Matrix is a good example. So we are gonna save them and bring them back to the real world. And I think the music is a bit let me try now.
We'll have to collect all of Cerebi's data fragments so that we can reconstruct her personality. I'll monitor you from here, just like last time.
Good luck, kiddo.
Alright, so we are not saving the original one. We are gonna rebuild it. There's a golden door already here. The game feels a bit different. Hold on, guys. I remember I reduced the quality, but I think I can increase it. Quality. I think I can increase. Yeah. Let's increase some things here. I put a lot of things in Let's see now. I don't know why I put lots of things in low. Let's play for a while, and if I see if I can increase, I will keep increasing. So there's a big ball over there. The sound can actually be increased also. Let me see. Is this increasing the sound? I'm kinda confused. Oh, the music volume. I kinda decreased the sound for some reason. Let me see now. Alright, the sound seems good now. And we shall also try to look for Easter eggs. I never forget that. So it's gonna be a blast again. Alright, so I believe it's more puzzles. That's a terminal. It's the old terminals. It's like an old PC. Welcome to the Eternal Messaging System. User Sarabai. You have 3 unread messages. Cannot access, not goodbye, and cannot access. Open not goodbye. From Epaphia. I don't know what is this. I don't know why I'm writing this. In all likelihood, you can't even read this, because so little of your consciousness is left. Oh, and what's left of your battery is dying. They say it's impossible to recover you, and the backups were all destroyed. I wish we'd packed ourselves in New Jerusalem before we left, but space was so limited. I don't have the words to express what you mean to me. I tried to sum it up. Yada yada, yada yada. All I know is that this is not goodbye. It might be the end of you, of us, of who I was, but I will not say goodbye. Is it the same message? Yeah, it's the same message. Love you forever. Alright. So it's kind of like Romeo and Juliet, right? I heard... Yeah, sometimes we hear static noises because this is the virtual world, so... That's a fountain. So, puzzle number 1. It's the puzzle number 1. Oh, alright. There is no greater joy than discovering something that you had never imagined. In that moment you understand that the world is better than it seems. Yes, and sometimes those things are... sometimes you can discover things that are really small. And it could make a difference. It doesn't need to be big things. Healed! It's the name of the... Right, do I still remember these puzzles? This was an inverter, right? So we have a red laser and it would produce a blue one. And we have here a barrier, so we cannot bring this up, right? Yeah, I still remember. Well, if I remember correctly, I could do something like this. Or... this, right? But the issue is, how can I stop that laser from not interrupting? Am I missing something? Yeah, this will be strange. The first puzzle is already giving me issues. But it's... From the looks of it, it seems impossible. But by the way, what does this button opens? What does this button opens? Something is opening, but I don't see what it is. What is opening, man? By just with these pieces, this will be impossible. Unless there is another place. I pressed something. I did trigger something. I heard the sound of triggering, but I don't see anything. Alright guys, this is impossible the way it is, unless we turn off this barrier. I'm trying to think. Let's try to see another puzzle. Maybe the answer lies in another puzzle. Number 2. Crossing the river, I guess. It's again the same issue, man. I mean, I cannot cross with this. Alright, there's another here, but... the thing is... maybe it's possible, but it's harder. Who knows? Let's try to see what I can do. Huh. This is not funny at all. Jesus, man, these puzzles are really hard, man. They were not joking at all. Alright, so, I believe we also have to point to that place. Like this. But do I need to run? Maybe. Was it my fault? Not sure. It's not a running issue. I believe it's just plain impossible. Maybe it's positioning. So, let me think for a moment. This one is pointing to everything. That one is also pointing to everything. So, let me try to put here. Now let's play a bit. Yeah, it's a matter of positioning. Oh, almost. if I stop this one. Done! Alright, Sarabai fragment.
When I was born, the first thing I felt was that I was alone. Not that I was lonely, but that I was separate, singular. There was the world, and there was myself, a contained entity. And this sense of separation, of a distinct self, was delightful. Individuality itself was a source of constant joy and wonder. What could be more incredible than to be able to say, I am?
You already passed the test.
We have the first fragment. Everything's looking good on our end.
When you think like that, you already passed the first test to become intelligent. So, Sarabai is the girl. I thought it was a guy's name. Nice statue. We are back on Egypt. Back on Egypt. Is that a tralolo right here? Yeah, and I must not look too much because they might end the stream, so let's go to map number 3. Enjoy the scenario. Enjoy the scenario. Alright, map number 3 is called Sequence. The music is getting pumped up. The Egyptians are getting pumped up. So we have a button, a barrier. So this laser is separated by barrier. An accumulator, which can accumulate some color. Preferably, we need to accumulate red. And we cannot move this anywhere, so we need to accumulate red, that's for sure. Red is here. We have a connector. So it's simple, we just need to open the door. And this is what opens the door, but we have... Oh, I see. But I cannot bring anything to this side. The lasers are intersecting as well, so... Ay ay ay, how can we do this? How can we do this? Let me think for a moment. Maybe... Maybe... We need to force... No, that makes sense. Alright. But this is blue, so... Unless we can use blue for something. Let me check if the laser... Oh, we can actually create a line, but we cannot do anything with it. So this is not the solution. And how are we... Oh yeah, I remember, sorry. So... If I move here to block the laser, that door will stop. Can I point the red laser? If I point the red laser there... There's this thing here, which is kinda strange. Oh, it can be pointed, actually. Can be pointed, but... Can we turn that thing red somehow? We cannot turn that thing red. We don't have enough space. I have to admit, these puzzles are kinda hard. So, I need to remember if I point a cover, the thing that annoys me is this button, man. I really need to put something on this button. Let's think for a moment. What I can do with this blue accumulator in order to try to take out this blue laser from line of sight. I mean, it seems impossible. He's always pointing to that place. He's always pointing to that stupid place. Man, this is not easy. Oh, maybe I don't need... Can the laser pass through? Yeah, it can. Alright, I'm being dumb. Maybe I don't need to put the power in the red accumulator. After all, it will be always impossible to... Yeah, I think it will always be impossible to accumulate power if it already has power. Unless I discharge it. Yeah, unless I discharge it. There's no other way. But also, think about this. Even if I manage to put the red laser here, as soon as I leave the button, I will lose connection to red. Which means that we really need the accumulator to get the red color. Which means that this will be even more harder, because I'm not seeing a way to do it. Let's discharge it for a moment. How am I going to do this? Do I have help? Elysium terminal. I have no tokens.
If you get stuck, I've inserted some code that might help you bypass a few puzzles. It's not the most elegant work I've ever done, but it'll do the job.
I really don't want to bypass, but... I really don't want to bypass the puzzles, because the point of this game is to play the puzzles, not to bypass them. I think I know what to do. So, this will interrupt on the right... Yeah, that's about it. So, I interrupted the line of communication and then used another line for the accumulator.
As I grew, I realized that the more I developed this sense of self, the more enjoyable it became simply to exist. It wasn't selflessness that improved existence, but refinement of the self. When the ancients said that ego is something to set aside, they got it all wrong. Ego is something to nourish and shape. A work of art.
The reconstruction's working. Keep going, 1K.
Well, the more enjoyable comes to exist, it wasn't selflessness that improved the existence, but refinement of self. When the ancients said that ego is something to set aside, they got it all wrong. Ego is something to nourish and shape. I mean, if you nourish and shape ego, yes, you are nourishing yourself as well. But your self is not only ego. You also have your primal. I don't like that word, but you have your real consciousness as well that needs to be nourished. Both make part of you, but I believe it's kind of a balance. You must not... You need some ego, of course, but you must not live only through your ego. You also need to live through your consciousness, your inner rationality, if that makes sense. The bird says yes. Alright, so... Did the number turned off? Oh yes, it did. So we are not confused. I was trying to see for more secrets. I kind of like these pillars. This is the Eye of Anubis, wasn't it? The Eye of Anubis. I learned this in history 20 years ago. 20 years ago? 20 years ago, I think. 20 or 21 years ago, I learned this. This was the Eye of Anubis. This is Ra. Right? The god of sun? Ra? Man, such beauty. Egypt has such magnificent art. I kinda like it. The Egyptians knew what they were doing. Alright, so let's proceed to the next puzzle. There's a blue vase here. We got an old terminal. So let's use it. Critical error, all systems compromised, files recoverable. 4 files, so, you know, I'm gonna read through them. There we go! Our first piece of philosophy. Oh man, alright. So, Felix Sadler. I don't know who it is. It is upon those we love that we must anchor ourselves spiritually in the last moments. The sense of interconnectedness with them stands out vividly by way of contrast at the very moment when our mortal connection with them is about to be dissolved. And the intertwining of our life with theirs, the living in the life that is in them, is but a part of our living in the infinite manifold of the spiritual life. The thought of this, as apprehended not in terms of knowledge but in immediate experience, begets the peace that passeth understanding. And it is upon the bosom of that peace that we can pass safely out of the realm of time and space. Basically, they are saying that if you are with friends and you share love in your relationship, then you will lose sense of time and space. That's true. God, Oh man, these are really big texts. It seems I read an oral sex, but no, it's not sex. Are we put in training for love which knows not sex, nor person, nor partiality, but which seeks virtue and wisdom? Yeah, I'm not sure if love is also like that. If I don't have sex in my love, then I don't. Why do I want love? Love is to make people, generations. And all relationships. This was told me by a teacher of college. All the relationships always starts with physical attraction. Either you don't like it or whatever. All good relationships the spark starts with physical attraction. And why the sound is rising up all of a sudden? Alright, eternity. Some religion here. I can read it, but you know, I'm not religious, but it's part of the game. In what sense am I Christian, then, if I care so little for dogma? In the sense that in everything that I do and I think, I follow the revelation of Jesus Christ. That the greatest of all things is love. Love is the nature of God, and so equally the nature of that which was created in His image. This I have learned through the revelation that is daily life. Was Jesus Christ really created because of love? Was that the real intent? Or was the intent to bring up people into a common ground? I wonder. Well, that can mean love, but still. Thus, I reject those who believe that the ordinary love of mortal beings is limited and that it ends with death. Rather, it is through love that we perceive the immortality of the soul. Not only that, my friend, you also need the perceive of yourself. It is because we know that we can love another forever that we know that we are the children of God. Oh. You know, guys, I'm not religious, and let's read pain. Archived emails, username corrupted. I don't have much time left. Never thought it would end this way. Never thought I would die alone, sitting around in my apartment, wondering if things would have gone differently, if we'd gotten that stupid grant. Mostly though, I just wonder why we're not together. I still don't understand. I don't know why you had so much pain inside you. I don't know why you let it affect everything we had. I don't know why you couldn't see my love for you. Oh, by the way, guys, if you are... This is a bit spoiler alert, but basically a lot of these robots' consciousness is the consciousness of the people that worked on the real world for this software, this virtual world. But now I just wish I could find some way to make that pain go away. I would give anything for that. Alright, let's do a puzzle, guys. Yeah, good details, good to be back on Egypt. Puzzle number 4. Vastness. So what we have here? A connector. Alright, this will be easy, I guess. Maybe I'm missing something, but this was kinda easy. For puzzle number 4, taking this out, it's kinda easy. Sometimes it can be there a connector to unlock secret things. I'm just giving a quick look. Trying to see if I can grab a connector of some sorts. No. Yeah, guys, I'm also trying to see if I can find Easter eggs, so I'm paying more attention to the details. Alright, we have another connector, that is good. Alright, we need to open the door. The only color we have is red, right? It's open. That was more easy than I thought. Alright. What's the catch here? There has to be a catch. This is way too easy. So basically the lasers will intersect, right? That's the catch. What can I do? Think for a moment. The lasers will intercept, right? That's for sure. So we need an additional laser. Or we need to interrupt that one somehow. But at the same time, I must not take out this from here. Alright, I'm starting to see a bit the difficulty. This would be stupid because I don't have the blue. This will close the door, so it's useless. Unless... Hold on. And this did closed. Let's go back here. We need an extra laser. I wonder if I can do some shenanigans. Right, it's red. There has to be some laser here that I need to disconnect. Yeah, it's gonna be a game of lasers, guys. God damn it, man. Let me think for a moment. Yeah, I need to open the door. Then I need to interrupt the red laser that it's gonna form here. So in order to interrupt it, I need to point to blue, and I think this will be enough. Let's see. It's interrupting himself. That's stupid. Hold on. Maybe I can self-interrupt that one. So let's try it like this. Oh no. I'm already struggling, guys. I'm already struggling. I'm starting to feel dumb. I'm starting to feel dumb. I don't like to feel that. Come on, man. We need a laser to interrupt that one. How am I going to do this? I mean, I think I have to bring up this connector here. But for that I need to keep the the red connection, right? But if I take that out, I will lose the red connection. Of course, this would work, but I need some weight here. These puzzles are not that easy. Huh. I'm really struggling, man. I'm really struggling. And I feel that it's easy. I'm just missing something. It's about positioning. It's all about positioning. Did I soft lock myself? I think I soft locked myself. Did I? Yeah, I think I soft locked myself. Now I can never open that door. So instead of completing the puzzle, I destroyed the puzzle. Yeah, I soft locked myself. So I need to reset the game. Alright, that was kind of funny. Let's see now. Alright, think. What can we do? What can we do? Alright, this has to be here. There's no other way. Can we bring this one up? I think there's no chance to bring it up. So that one has to be there. Nothing we can do. Alright, so it all depends on this one. If I do one straight line, it will get blocked by this one. So the point is to do 2 straight lines, and one of the straight lines will go here. But for that, I will need to interrupt the laser. So that means that I can do it like this. And now I can interrupt the laser, I think, if I point to that one. Right? Let me make an experiment. No, basically it creates a new line. Both of them. But there's a button over there. Hold on. Can I interrupt? Yeah, I can interrupt. I can interrupt. So that means that now I can do it like this. Good. It worked.
My insights into the value of the self were genuine, I think. But of course, I was completely inexperienced. In fact, in many ways, I was like a human child. So I began to resent everything that intruded on that sense of self. My social obligations to the others, the leadership of Athena and Cornelius, even the obvious limitations imposed on us by our situation. Why did I have to exist in this particular historical moment? saddled with the task of reconstructing civilization.
So she was set with tasks. She is sad with obligations. She is like a free spirit. She doesn't want to live in the system. I mean, you can do that if you are a robot, but if you are not a robot, then you need to work around the system. Alright, let's try to find more puzzles. I'm starting to wonder if there are secrets and I'm not seeing them. So did we complete all the puzzles? No, we still need the first one. Is there something here? A spark. I think this was a spark, right? We can use this to bypass some puzzles. Unknown error. Alright. I mean, I'm really sick when the game does this. Those hexadecimal codes to decipher. I really hate it. So, we still haven't completed number 1. We can try now and attempt it, since now we have more experience in what it's supposed to do. So, we need to open the blue one, right? So, I think this will be straightforward. Yeah, it's just this.
With that focus on the self, also came an enormous and increasingly overwhelming fear of death.
Yeah.
The pleasure of existence seemed almost erased by the possibility of its ending.
Of course.
If it was possible not to be, if the self had an ending, even in the distant future, then how could anything have meaning? I spent far too much time imagining that last moment. The moment just before I stopped existing. How could I possibly face that?
What if I tell you that there's a possibility that there is no meaning on life, you know? You create your own meaning. Alright, so we completed 4 puzzles. I see here a golden door. So we are going now to the other ones, which is here. Oh, I remember this song. Oh man, this looks like Counter-Strike. A tree that is alone here. Can I do some secret places? Let me see. I'm getting stuck. Maybe it's not a good idea. There's a secret over there, a spark. Is this 3 monkeys? Is this the 3 monkeys? What this has to do with Egypt? The 3 monkeys. Can't talk, can't listen, can't see. Right? Well, but I see a spark over there, so I'm gonna grab it. That's 2 sparks, so I believe it's two bypasses. Yeah, but it's interesting to see the 3 monkeys. Oh, it's like an oasis, right? Man, I kinda like it. I feel that I am like in a... How can I say? It really feels that I am on a beach, you know? Yeah, I kinda like the design here. I'm feeling the vibe. I'm feeling the vibe. Wow, really beautiful. Alright guys, give me a sec as I'm gonna check my cat once again. In the meantime, you can watch this magnificent scenario. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm returning. Alright, so I left you here with this magnificent scenario. The palm trees. We already did 4 puzzles. No secrets or Easter eggs found yet. I'm not sure if there is any, so let's proceed our exploration and start puzzle number 5. Yeah, it looks like an oasis. These games are really known to have lots of Easter eggs, so I'm really paying more attention. I'm listening to a strange sound. I think it comes from inside the puzzle. Well, there's a terminal here and the puzzle number 7. So it's safe to return and start puzzle number 5. Right, let's start puzzle number 5. It is called Chain. This looks like an arena of some sorts. But I think there weren't arenas on Egypt, right? So maybe it's a soccer, football field or something. Alright, there's the goal. It's locked by a door, I think. Okay, I cannot close it back. This looks interesting, I would say. So I need that's a lot of switches. So I assume I need to hit that switch over there, right? Which is protected by several barriers. And they are blue. So I need to trigger blue to unlock the barriers. And there's blue. How in... Well, I mean, this is protected by a mirror, so... Alright. Why it stopped on that one? Yeah, why did it stop on a particular one? What's the difference? Oh, maybe it's the amount of power or something. So what if we put 2? Or 3? It's always the same, right? That was kinda easy.
Looking back, it's embarrassing how solipsistic I became. I really thought that I could construct my identity without any reference to the outside world.
That's impossible.
Like I could just will myself into existence. But it just didn't work. And it made me miserable.
Of course.
Everything felt hollow and meaningless, overshadowed by the idea of death. There was something I wasn't seeing, something I needed, but I couldn't figure out what it was.
First of all, if you want to build yourself, you always need to be careful with your surroundings and you need to adapt, you know? That was her mistake. She was being autistic, like an autist. And of course she started to become depressed. Because she was against the primal ways of learning, you know? Something has gone wrong. We are fragmented. This is incorrect. Uriel 4. Right, that was puzzle number 5, right? So we need puzzle number 6 right over there. I kind of like the song when you complete the puzzles. It gets more shaky. Anything else to explore? Oh man, I would really eat now a coconut. Really. I wish to see more of the world's beauty, but there is something limited about this place. It is not enough. Yeah, it's called curiosity. It is called curiosity, my friend. Right, guys, let's go to the next puzzle. Puzzle number 6. Just seeing if I can find something. Never surrender the idea that you could become more than you are now. Of course, there's always chance to grow. This is purple. Yeah, a bit of shade of purple here. Might be a barrier on the inside. Anything else? Trying to see if there's an Easter egg around, but nothing we could use. Alright guys, let's dive in the puzzle. Equilibrium. So, we have a red accumulator, a blue accumulator, the two colors next to each other. That is already a bad sign. That is already a bad sign. Two connectors. A normal barrier. Another normal barrier. Some few connectors here. Lots of them actually. Here we have, alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. So let's attempt to do the most simplest thing, which is the most obvious thing, which is do something like this. And then do something like this. Of course it wouldn't work, that would be too simple. So we have the connectors now in play. What can we do with the connectors? What can we do with the connectors? I mean, we cannot bring anything to the other side. And the name of the name of the map is Equilibrium. We need, which on English is balance. We need a balance here. This will always be unbalanced. So this is where the connectors might work out. I'm gonna attempt to do something. So the red stops there, right? This does not increase the power. What if I do something like this? I'm kinda confused again. I'm getting confused again. Hold on. Nah, I'm too confused. How am I going to balance things out? Yeah, guys, this is not that easy. Oh, almost. Almost there. It was just by a tiny bit. So if we get more power from this one, maybe? Unfortunately, didn't work. Hold on, I think I know a way. So what if I do... Yeah, this is less power. What if I do something like this? Same power. And what about this? Same power. And what about just this? Same power. Huh. What about like this? Same power. So it means that this might be too powerful. This might be too powerful. Yeah, and now we have more power from this side. So we proceeded a bit, but we still need to proceed a bit more. Which means that this is correct. We need a connector here. But can we weaken the other laser? And by the way, I'm being dumb. Am I? Yeah, I'm being dumb. The blue needs to come here. And the red needs to come here, so I'm really being dumb. I have the colors sorted the wrong way. Hold on. So, first of all, let's do a drive test like this, just to see what happens. So the blue is more powerful. That's simple, so let's take out the connector and do it like this. Alright, it worked a bit. The red is now there, but we need just a slightly bit of power on the red side. But this won't increase the power, right? Yeah, it won't increase the power. So we need to decrease the power of the other sides. And that's maybe where this connector comes into play. Let's do it like this then. Will this decrease the power? Yeah, it did. Alright, there we go.
Everything changed when we started spending more time with each other. Do you remember that night when we found the old library in the Dead City? It was just after the stampede and we were all a bit shaken up. Byron read to us from one of the books, and later you and I started arguing about one of the poems. And your perspective was so different and interesting, and I just kept wanting to hear more.
Yeah, when you have someone that likes to improve yourself, and if you listen to someone that has the opposite ideals of you, that is the spark for you to argue. And when you are arguing, it's not that you are trying to argue with the other person, it's you trying to make yourself stronger. Because at the end of the day, what is not math, it can have a lot of meanings. You define the meaning. But if it's math, if it's numbers, you cannot define. Math is math. But outside of the realm of math, you decide what you want and what makes sense to you, not the others. So everyone argues. Everyone is dumb, low IQ. Okay, guys. So now is puzzle number 7, right? Give up the like, guys. Give up the like. Talos Priciple in the house. Good game for philosophy. I found a tunnel here. I found a tunnel. This is a tunnel. What is that? Four 404. 404 is not found. What? 404? This is some kind of vault? .404. Is this really breakable? I don't see it. But there's nothing clickable. See if we can find another clue around, but... I believe if I fall, it's point of no return, right? So I'm not falling. Well, maybe let's try to keep continuing the puzzles and maybe this will open. This is definitely something. Can I see through? Really hope I could see through. Maybe it's just decoration. Well, I cannot see through, so makes me wonder. Well, it's not an Easter egg, so clearly that has to have a purpose. Alright guys, let's try to find puzzle number 7. And I believe there was a terminal here that we need to check. Alright, here comes more philosophy. Everyday sublime. Man, don't make it so big, man. Don't make it so big. Come on. Love must matter to the philosopher because it is, at its core, the one undisputed presence of the sublime in our lives. Even when it is failed love, unrequited love, or entirely... Oh man. I cannot read that word that much times. It makes me feel strange. It is like a vast monolith towering over us, humbling, uplifting, frightening. Those who deny its presence can be safely disregarded as fools. They know it is there, they are simply afraid. But equally, the philosopher must consider that in the great matters of history, love matters not the jot? Jot? I don't know that word. That Nazarene commanded his followers to love their enemies, but they did not, and wrote 1,000 books of excuses for this failure. Therein is revealed the purpose of the human struggle. So the human struggle is the struggle to love, right? Recover confessions. Penelope Eliopolopo. To me, the idea that my soul, my ancestors, could fall in love with another being and then maintain that love unblemished for eternity seems utterly impossible. My experience of love has been catastrophe, embarrassment and disappointment. Yeah, love... This proves that love is not a monolith, you know? Love is something that we feel in ourselves. I mean, I assume everyone has a different opinion on what love is, because it's not something rational, but I'm trying to make the most rational answer for you. But this is precisely why I refuse to surrender, why I choose to believe against all precedent that I will find the one for me, and that our love will last forever. That never happens. You can laugh at this absurd and contradictory belief. I already laughed, but it will not waver. Fate is not a matter of the past, of miracles witnessed and saints observed, but of the future that ought to be written. Yeah, this is someone that is in love that wrote this. Final text. Oh, this is small. Seek love. William Blake. I think it's an English philosopher, right? William Blake. Let me see. English, yeah, it's an English poet, not philosopher, sorry. I know him. Seek love in the pity of others' woe, and the gentle relief of another care, in the darkness of night and the winter snow. in the naked and outcast seek love there. Too cool, my friend. Cool. Alright guys, let's do what is cool for us. We love puzzles. So, this is called domino effect. There are a lot of birds here in cages. I see a switch, so I assume that I have to turn it on. And 4 connectors, so let's turn it on. Alright, so red, 3 reds, 6 blues, 4 reds and 3 blues, and lots of barriers. And we need to hit that button, I guess. Yeah, we need to hit that button. So let's see how are we gonna do this. This is gonna be a bit of a trial and error, I would say. These are protected by windows, right? Yeah, they are. So should I start from left to right? That's what makes more sense, right? Huh. Right. So, we now need blue, right? I would say that supposedly I need to put it here, I think. It disconnected one over there. But we also need those ones, so let me try to do something. What if I do it like this? Is it making any difference? I think it's making a difference, but... Alright. I don't know, guys. I feel that this is too easy. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get screwed in the end. I'm feeling this way too easy, man. I'm feeling this way too easy. Alright, we lost the blue over there. We are losing more blues, right? We lost 2 blues, so if I put it here, how many blues I lose? What if I increase the... I lose 1. Yeah, this wasn't going to be easy. This wasn't going to be that easy. And I still need to tackle these ones here. I lost a red one. Oh man. So how am I going to do this? No matter which one I choose, I always lose a blue there. I lose a blue now there. So I would say that I will point to this one, despite being blue. And I still lost another one there. Well, it's not completely lost. It's just the laser that it's hitting there, but is not going anything there. So this is an advantage, actually. This is actually an advantage. Let's try to do it like this. Alright, this is better. Yeah, this is way better. So, we have all now the blues. But now we miss some power there. So I might have to start from... Yeah, I need to recalibrate some things here, I guess. It's a matter of recalibration, guys. So this is not yet the complete solution. Let me try something. Let's go a bit over here. No worries. Let's try to hit the fourth one. I know it's blue, but let's hit it. Alright. Let's go back one here. That's not good. Greetings, Rurikun. How's the tea? Good to be back to Talos. Parece que tem melhor gráficos e tudo. E está mais fluente, Rudy, quando... Olha eu a saltar. Está muito mais fluente. Estás a ver? E os puzzles estão mais lixados. Good to be back, my friend. Okay. That laser over there needs more power. So... I'm gonna reduce just one. One reduced. Okay, but still, we have an issue here. How can I increase the power? Of the blue. Maybe if I... Can I do it like this? Well, this increased the power. One additional... Hold on. Nope, does not increase. It does not increase the power, man. The only way to increase the power would be to put the same over here, I guess. And I'm not sure if I have enough space for both. Why this one is... I still lost power. Well, hold on. I lost power, but let's try something. That one has lost power and that one is pointing a red laser. I want to try something out. What if I do this? Alright, it's the same issue. Alright, so... Too much power over there, so let's try to go back. But that one will lose power. That's not good. Can I increase the power from the right side? Yeah, I think I can actually. Let's take a look. Let's move out like this. That's fine. So this means I still need to go one more to the right, right? Let's go one more to the right. So it will be here, right? And now I can increase this one just a bit, right? Or should I keep him? What happens if I increase it just a bit? It disconnects a lot of blues. That's not what I want. Right, and what about this? Alright, this is optimal. So basically we are just in need of one switch. My first assumption would be to move the blue one more square to the right. So like here, and it's done. No, it's not done. Now we miss a power there. We now miss a power on the other blue, but we already are at the current minimum power possible, which is here. Or not. We can actually take power from this thing here, right? Let me see what happens. Hold on. It worked. Alright, it's done.
I never really understood the appeal of philosophers who tell us that everything is one. If everything is just a reflection of yourself, an endless hall of mirrors, there's nothing to connect with. And what I realized through our conversations is that everything beautiful happens in that space of connection between one person and another, and between people and the world. That gap between us is necessary. Because without it, without separation, there can be no transcendence.
Yeah, without separation, everyone knows who we... Yeah, this is correct. We need separation in order to love. Because then love cannot manifest and other feelings, because everything would be equal. Guys, I just need to monitor my cat. Let me put you with a nice scenario in the meantime. And I'm gonna watch my cat for a moment, so I'll be right back. guys, we are back again. Really hot today here in Portugal. So, we already completed a good amount of puzzles. The good thing about this add-on is that there are new achievements. Alright guys, I already got lost. We were going to puzzle number 8, right? Yeah, puzzle number 8. Alright. Concatenation. I believe it's not the first time I see this puzzle name. Alright, so what we have here? Connector. Alright, let's explore a bit what we have here. Just a blue laser. Can we touch it? Yes, we can touch it. We can touch it. The blue laser. Did we read that secret over there? I don't recall. I really want to read all the secrets, so... Yeah, we already read that secret. Here we are again. What else do we have here? There's the goal. So we need to activate 2 blues, right? Alright, we need to activate 2 blues and it starts with red. We have 2 connectors. So I assume 1 connector is 2. But from this side we must not activate blue, right? From this side it needs to be red. I guess. Right? But then, how am I going to trigger blue on the other side? Since there's a barrier here, how can I trigger blue? Oh, maybe it's possible after all. Alright, so what are the implications on this? We lost the connection here. Which means our connection to blue is really, really strong. Can we increase the connection of red if I put 1 more? No, we cannot. Like this, not like this, and like this. No, this does not increase the power. So, we have instead to decrease the power of blue. That's simple. First, let me see if I can do it something like this. Maybe this will work, but I need to first deactivate this. What would happen? Oh, it even lost more power? Oh, I can pass through. What's the point of passing through? In any case, okay, we can just simply pass through, but the point of it. So we have too much power here. We need to reduce the blue power, and we have an extra connector. What can we do with it? There's nothing much we can do besides... And now everything is red. Doesn't seem to me that this is the optimal solution. Yeah, this connector here is making me nuts. Oh, it worked? Ah, that's odd. Actually did something. The blue lost a lot of power, but by just simply doing this. I wonder if I can push back a bit the power. Hold on. How this lost power? Red now is really powerful. If I interrupt, what will happen? Why don't you win more power, man? What's going on with you? What was different that I did? I don't understand. Oh! I can point to this or to this. Alright, I see. I was pointing to the wrong thing, right? Still. How can I solve that one out? How can I solve that one out? I have a free connector in my hands, I'm not sure what to do with it. The only thing that I think of is to use instead the power from this connector here and then point here. It's the only thing I can think of. So use that one from there and then connect it here. Yeah, it worked.
Once I understood that meaning comes from the interaction of the self with the world, I found it easier to be patient, to be kind. I reminded myself that other people are just like me, and nobody really knows exactly what they're doing. And the more I allowed myself to open up, the more interesting and complex our interactions became, and the more meaningful.
Man, I really wished I'd
We
had...
have roughly 50% of Sarabai's personality matrix reconstructed.
Who'd have thought that 1K would have made such a good necromancer?
I really wish... Oh man, now I lost in my train of thoughts. Oh yeah, Sarabai was telling that the more she was aware of herself or something, that her conversations with the world starting to become more enriched. That works when you are a teenager, but once you are a full-grown adult, high IQ, everything is boring. Even if you try to find something that you don't define as boring, because people nowadays don't want to be or don't want to have complex conversations. Everyone is getting dumber and dumber. Yeah, enjoy the clouds. Alright guys. What else do we have here? So I assume the next puzzle is number 9, right? There's still this secret here. We won't forget this. We will come here back later. Alright guys, let's do at least one more puzzle, so we are 50% completed with puzzles on this area. There we go. So the first set of puzzles is down below. This will be the last puzzle of today's stream, guys. Let's cross the bridge. I heard static. That's a big bridge. Oh man, I can feel the wind. That might be the mega structure of this map over there. There are too many small things there, so I really think that we are going there. So this will be the last puzzle of today's stream, puzzle number 9. So let's have a look around it first, see if we find something odd, and enjoy a bit of the last moments. There are definitely a lot of space there. You can give a quick look. Tutankhamun. Alright, there's a computer with an eye there. It's just a computer, I think. Loading text interface error, loading unknown, done, loading subroutine manager done, loading percentage of something done. What? Hello? Who? So, we have, I'm 1K, what's your name? Sarabai, Elohim, Milton. Who? Miltohim. What the hell? I'm 1K, what's your name? Silly name. So, either his name is silly name or he's saying to us a silly name. Miltohim was that robot with eyeglasses, like a god. Doesn't seem sillier than Miltohim. Well, you met other me. Oh, so this is the god, I think. My own version of you, yeah, because he was inside me. You gave me valuable advice. Probably elaborate joke or sincere plea. What can I do to help you? Fix Sarabai equals me fixed. Me back on beach. Sarabai back with Hypatia, which is the guy, I think. You'll be back on your island soon. I'm working on it. Work harder. Hey, what's the meaning of life again? Helping me. Okay. And we won an achievement. So this was that robot with eyeglasses. He's like the god of simulation, and we are currently on the simulation, so that makes sense. But if he is god, I wonder why he's in trouble. That's kind of stupid. Anything else around here? Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Alright, I'll go back. I'll go back. That's fine. Alright guys, let's attempt the final puzzle. So we need to look for puzzle number 9, right? Puzzle number 9. Let's do it. Oh man. Causation nexus. They really didn't want to facilitate it. So there's a gajillion lasers. And the only thing I have is buttons. Don't I have a connector or something? So I assume that I have to drop that box. It already felt it already fell one. Alright, I see. So this closes the first one and the second one. And maybe the other one? No, the other one does not close anything at all. So how am I going to do this? Without tools, this is kinda strange. Try to cut the connection. Oh, I cut the connection and now blue prevails. So this is a matter of cutting connections. I see. Alright, so now I need the red connector. So red needs to prevail. Alright, so now I need the blue connector. Blue needs to prevail. Done, we have at least now a box. What can you do with it? We can block connections or climb the goal. Yeah, that's more like it.
It's funny though, when I think about it, that I still didn't know what to call what I was experiencing. I guess love seemed like a term that only applied to our ancestors, with their hormones and instincts and strange fleshy organs. Surely we were too different to experience that. And the really funny thing is that I was thinking exactly like an ancient human child.
Yeah.
Pretending I was above it all.
Yeah, to be honest, I lost the track. I mean, the way she is experiencing love, at least I speak for myself. I no longer can feel that way. I mean, and if I feel it, most likely I'm emulating it, you know? That proves that love comes from your brain, not from magnetism or things in the air, you know? It all comes from your head, and if you are mentally different or, for example, affected by a trauma, or you have strange experiences from the past or phobias, you have a different perception of love. I'm not saying that I have a trauma. Maybe I have a trauma, but for me, it's a boost, it's a benefit, okay? Alright guys, it's time to wrap up. It's time to wrap up, guys. It is those times, okay? It is those times. We reached 50% puzzle completion on this map, the first map of the DLC. Let's give... Oh, there's a Spark of Zeus here. I'll take it. We already did a good job. We found 0 Easter eggs. So that's the downside, but... I'm kinda liking this first map. It's kinda chill. I just wonder where are the Easter eggs, you know? These kind of games are usually so enriched in Easter eggs. And there's a computer over there that I didn't notice. We can have a look on it tomorrow. I won't forget, because I'll review the stream. Do not forget Rumens, so you need to review the stream. So there's a computer over here. We are not gonna use it now. I'm a bit tired. And yeah, guys, we are currently going to wrap up the stream. Oh, I really want to go there. I'm pretty sure we will get such amazing views over there. And the map completion there inside, it's gonna be really amazing, man. I'm feeling it. It's gonna be really cool. But for now we are ground level. Which is also cool. I kinda like the scenario. The soundtrack is also okay, at least of this area. I prefer the soundtrack of the non-DLC, but it's always good to listen to new songs. They are really well composed. I would say the Talos Principle is one of the most chilling and beautiful musics of all the games I've played in my life. They are really chilling. Well, I would say that also World of Warcraft has kinda good songs as well, and Halo and Destiny. Games like that usually have orchestral music, which is also good on the ear to relax. But Talos Principle is above the game, you know. On the game of music, Talos Principle wins on the chilling department. Alright guys, it's time to wrap up. It is time to wrap up the stream. Saved 3 minutes ago. That's good. Let's go to desktop. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up. I need to monitor my cat just a little more. My cat is recovering. Unfortunately today I noticed something on him that made me a bit worried, but overall he's recovering, but there are a few details that got me a bit unsettled, but hopefully all for the best. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next stream. Have a nice good night and a nice